Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's take a look at the house of Dolce Gabbana. This is one of their newest releases for men, which is called the One Gentleman. I really feel underdressed now for this fragrance review. I really should have went with the tie. Bad choice. Well, the One Gentleman. For all the gentlemen out there, would you wear this if you were a gentleman? Are you a gentleman? Well, let's get to it. Let's review this bad boy and see what it's made of. Let's take a look at presentation. Bottle in the box. Now the bottle itself, exact copy of the One, except we got different colors, guys. We got metallic gray right here. We got a gold sprayer. Both work just as well as the original, the One. We got like some baby blue grayish juice here, and we got the gold lettering, Dolce Gabbana, the One Gentleman. Turn it around, we got the sticker with the code at the bottom. Very classy looking, just like the One. Nice classic bottle. I really like this one. It really reminds me of another fragrance bottle, which is Narciso Rodriguez for him. I don't know about copyright issues, but those are fairly close. Now, Dolce Gabbana, the One Gentleman, the box. Nothing crazy here. I'm going to show you the box. There it is. Bottle sizes, there's a lot of them. 1 ounce, 1.7, big guy, 3.4 right here. You're looking at pricing, it varies. $30 to $80 American. The big boy's pretty expensive, but definitely if you're just trying this one out for the first time, go with the 1 ounce and see if it's good for you, because it's around 30 bucks. Now this one hit the shelves in 2010. It's about a year old now. I really think that they released this in September of 2010. So it just hit its 1 year anniversary. Now awards, has it been in any of my top 10 lists? Yes, it has. It made my top 10 releases for 2010 at number 10. Very good list. This one just squeaked in. Group, Oriental, recommended age, I'm going to say 20 and up, just because of the theme of this fragrance. I really think it's more for a mature man. Not saying you high schoolers aren't mature, but I really think that for a mature man, this is a good one for you. How many sprays and wear? I go 1 on the chest, 1 on each side of my neck. 3 sprays, I'm set, I'm good to go. You can go a little more liberal, because this one's not a projection or longevity beast, but I really felt like 3 sprays is good enough with this guy. Let's take a look at the notes. Now the notes, not complicated, there's not much here. Let's take a look at the top notes. We got grapefruit and lavender. In the mid we got pepper and fennel, and in the base we got cardamom, patchouli, and vanilla. Now this is one of those great fragrances that you can actually smell every single note in this fragrance. And they're pretty much pronounced. Most of them are really pronounced, which means anybody that's getting into the fragrance game and really trying to find a note here and there, this is one of those fragrances that's fairly simple, that you can pinpoint every single note in this one, and I really think it's good for beginners that want to get into, let's say, fragrance reviewing if you want to. Now, this guy in a nutshell, it's a muted Oriental fragrance. Most Oriental fragrances, most of them shout. They're shouters. This one's not going to yell. It's very subtle. It reminds me of the fall. This is great in the fall, guys. Like, this fall's coming up. This is a good buy for you. It really reminds me of the leaves and the cooler air, because this one has a lot of spice to it. It has a real strong resemblance to the spice that I get from Burberry London. No, it does not smell like Burberry London, guys, but it does have some resemblance to it as a fall fragrance. I really think that this is like Burberry London Light. If I didn't have London, I'd probably have this for around Thanksgiving. Perfect. But the only thing about this fragrance, it lacks in projection and longevity. But this is one of those fragrances that Dolce Gabbana didn't want to shout. They want it to be for a gentleman. You know, most gentlemen are not going to shout. You're just going to be cool and collective and calm, and you want people to come towards you to smell your fragrance. Well, this is what this is made of. Unfortunately, what the public wanted from this was something louder than the original, the One. Not everybody can be happy. Now, this fragrance was released because of Dolce Gabbana celebrating their 20 years in men's fashion. So they decided to release a fragrance to celebrate that. If you didn't know, this is a flanker to the original, the One. So let's take a sniff of this guy, see what it smells like. Oh, let's go with 2. Now this one has a very busy top note, very busy. There's a lot going on here. Right off the bat, the spice hits me. There's like a spice lavender accord in here. That's what hits me right off the bat. The spice is from the pepper. You can definitely feel the vanilla in here coming from the base. It's the vanilla goes throughout the whole fragrance, so it's here right away. And there's a dose of fennel in here. Now, what the fennel is, if you don't know what fennel is, it's a subtle anise note. Now, all those anise haters, black licorice, if you don't like that type of smell, in this one, it's kind of toned down, guys. Like I said, it's subtle. So definitely, if you don't like fragrances with anise in them, this one's a good one to try out because it's not shouting. You can definitely detect the grapefruit in here, and that's where most people will compare this to bubblegum. A lot of people get bubblegum from this fragrance. It's the sweetness of the vanilla, of course, and because of the fruit, the grapefruit in here. So you get a little bit of both, and then that confuses people and say, this smells like bubblegum, I don't want to wear this. Me, I had a different feel to it. It had like a marshmallow peanut vibe from it. You know the ones that you get on Halloween in your bag that are almost like hard the next day because they have no wrapping? Those ones. I'll post a picture just because it really reminds me of that smell. Now, it's not a downgrade to it because a lot of people don't like those type of smells. Like if it reminds you of bubblegum, automatically they don't like it. Me, has that marshmallow peanut vibe from it. It's okay. But that's not all I get from the fragrance, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Now in the mid, it begins to warm up like a true oriental fragrance. There's the sweetness from the vanilla, it's still there. Now the vanilla's not sugary. Don't get me wrong, it's sweet but not sugary, like overly like Roche Amand type of feel. No. The cardamom, the spices, they're in here. It reminds some people of a baked apple pie. A lot of people are going to say, this reminds me of a big apple pie. Yeah, it reminds me of like an apple baked pastry, but I'm thinking more cinnamon, more of the spice in the pastry than the actual apple. A lot of people say there's apple in here. I don't smell it. I don't smell any apple in here. It's often compared to Boss Bottled. I can see the comparison of Boss Bottled in the spice field of things. I really don't think that it smells like an apple, like a, let's say an apple pie. No. Yeah, it's got the spice, like a cinnamon-like feel, but not the apple. The patchouli in here has a large part in the mid and in the base of this fragrance. So you're going to see a large dose of patchouli in here. In the base, again, we got a huge dose of patchouli, dry muskiness laced with some sweet vanilla. And to end this fragrance, it almost had like a smokiness to it also at the end. It was very, very nice, and it was nicely done. I really think that Dolce Gabbana, nicely blended from top to bottom, done, really well done. Every note that came in, smoothly came in, and it was well done. I really think that Dolce Gabbana hit it on the head with this one. Very well done. Now the blend of the sweet, the oriental notes, but the dry woods, made this an interesting combo. Really well done by Dolce Gabbana. Now, the age-old question, people are saying that this doesn't smell like the original. It does, it doesn't. Well, what does it? It has a little bit of the original in this one, okay? This one is much more woody than the original, but what does it have that the original also has? It's that grapefruit note that is still pronounced in this one, just like the original. Yeah, are they similar? No. They do have that grapefruit note that's pronounced in both of them. So to say that they're both alike, no, but they do have some similarities that they're about the same. Now, when I choose the one over the one original or the one gentleman, that's up to you. I believe they're both kind of made for the same type of situation. I really think that this one's a little darker than the original of the one. I think the one's more like spring, summer, and fall. This one's more like a fall and spring type of fragrance. Made for the same type of situation. So would you buy both? Is this one different enough from the one to purchase? Yes, it is different enough from the original. But they are made for the same type of situation. So both very versatile, by the way. So you can purchase both and wear them both in different seasons. Yeah, definitely. Or in the same season. Why not? So this scent itself is discreet and fleeting, which is what Dolce Gabbana really wanted from this fragrance. But I really believe the consumer was looking for the one with a little more oomph to it. They wanted something stronger. Unfortunately, from PR, from public relations, from Dolce Gabbana and the consumer, they didn't want they wanted different things. So unfortunately for this one, the sales might not be that great just because of that. Why would you hate this fragrance? Too sweet. Some say this is boring. Some feel the sweetness smells like bubblegum, and that's an automatic 0 for them. The patchouli and I think the lavender haters would not like this fragrance, especially if you don't like vanilla also, would not be for you. So Dolce Gabbana, the One Gentleman, one word to describe this fragrance would have to be 2 words, a tame oriental fragrance. Bottles, I really felt like l'instant de Guerlain's in here, the eau de toilette, the patchouli in both of them. Yeah. The One Gentleman. If you like the original, take a look at this one. John Varvatos, the original John Varvatos, Boss bottled. It really has that vibe that it's very versatile, well done fragrance, even though it lacks in projection and longevity. So when I close my eyes, this fragrance reminds me of Thanksgiving for gentlemen. You know, sometimes you got family members coming to Thanksgiving, the guys that are wearing plaid, those guys are going to wear Burberry London. And they got like a little beard. This guy would be like the guy from like New York coming home to a small town. He's wearing his pea coat and he's still wearing his suit, but he's coming for Thanksgiving and he's wearing this. I really think this is like a high class for a gentleman, definitely. But around Thanksgiving time, that's what I would think. Best time to wear this fragrance in the fall. I really think that in the fall, daily wear, even evening wear, this one would be great for you. Compliment factor. This one really surprised me. There's a lot of fragrances that I rate like 9s and 10s, and the compliment factor just doesn't go with it. Just because I think it's great, other people around me, This one, I think is good. I don't think it's great, but the compliment factor is high, real high. And the thing is, it doesn't project like crazy. It doesn't have great longevity, but for some reason, compliment factor for this one is super high. Now, a story with this one is I bought this one with Diodorant Intense at Duty Free a year ago, and I really love Diodorant Intense. If you've seen that unboxing video, you'll know that I love Diodorant Intense, but I said that this one was getting all the compliments, and I didn't know why. I really didn't, I didn't think this was something special back then. I kind of changed my mind. I put it, like this one would have been like a 6 or a 7 back then, a year ago. I really think that this is more like a 7 or an 8 now, a little higher, but definitely compliment factor is super high. This one is compliment getter for some reason. It is what it is. My 2 cents for the One Gentleman, I think, is a solid release by Dolce Gabbana. I think it's made for a gentleman. It's very subtle. Yeah, there's problems with longevity and projection, but sometimes this is the type of fragrance you need. I think it's a good workhorse. It's versatile. You can wear it at work. You can wear it at night. You can wear it at fall and spring. Just an overall good fragrance, and that's why it's going to get like a 7 or an 8. Buy, try, or pass. This is a definite try. I don't think it's anything outstanding like a 9 or a 10 that I would say, yeah, definitely buy this. I think this is made for the right person. I think the right notes for the right person. This is a signature scent worthy type of fragrance for you. So definitely try and see if it's for you. So this is my review, guys, on Dolce Gabbana's The One Gentleman. Let's get to the rating system and see how this guy does out there. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Alright guys, let's rate The One Gentleman projection. Fairly poor score, 4 bottles out of 10. Good scent cloud for 1 to 2 hours. Then she sticks to the skin. Longevity, I'm going to give this one 6 bottles out of 10. I actually get better longevity than most people. 5 to 6 hours. A little less than what I want from a fragrance, but still decent. Versatility, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 bottles. Great daily wear or even night wear scent. Great for almost basically any season. Definitely great for a signature scent also. Overall smell, I'm going to give this one a 9. I really enjoyed the smell. Great scent. Good compliment factor. Got to go with a 9. Seasons, I think this is best suited for fall, but you can also wear it for spring. I really wouldn't wear it for winter because it's just so, the longevity is not very good and projection's very poor. And there's too many spices in here, I think, for the summertime. Projection longevity is still a problem with this fragrance with the one releases. Smells great in my opinion and is very versatile. Overall, I'm going to give this one a solid 8 bottles out of 10. A solid release from Dolce Gabbana.